Today we will discuss about the inferior vena cava. It drains the blood from the lower part of the body, mainly below to the diaphragm, and during the fetal life it carries the mixed kind of the blood by the because of the umbilical vein which is drain the umbilical vein which is the left umbilical vein which is open inside the inferior vena cava through via the ductus venosus, and after the birth it carries the deoxygenated bloods. So it is formed by the this is the left side and this is the right side of the common iliac vein, both the common iliac vein at the L5 vertebra. This is the ala of the sacrum. So at the L5 vertebra it is united, it makes the inferior vena cava, it goes upwards, and it is 2.5 centimeter on the right side. This is the right side and this is the left side. So it is the 2.5 centimeter on the right side of the midline, and it goes upwards, and inside the right lobe of the liver it makes the groove. After that it covers to the central tendon on the right side of the tendon. It pierces to the diaphragm on the so it pierces the central tendon of the diaphragm at the median and right crus of the diaphragm, and it is ultimately open inside the through the pericardium. It is open inside the right atrium. It is open inside the right atrium. At the level of the six sternal joint, at the level of the sixth sternal joint, the inferior vena cava which is open inside the right atrium, and it is guarded at the level of the right atrium. It is guarded by the Eustachian valve, and during the fetal life it guides the blood from the right atrium to the left atrium through the foramen oval. So this is about to the introduction of the right inferior vena cava, and measurement, it is the length nearly 20 to 22 centimeter it is the length, and 2.5 centimeter it is the width of the inferior vena cava. Now relations of the inferior vena cava. Here you can see this is the first there is a right lobe of the liver. Here you can see this is a right lobe of the liver. Anteriorly it is right lobe of liver above to downwards. After that this is the my finger, it is inside the epiploic foramen because the porta hepatis lies anteriorly. So this is a bile duct, portal vein and a hepatic artery. All this structure, it is a porta hepatis, lies anteriorly. After that it is below it there is a first part of the duodenum. Then on the right side there is a second part of the duodenum. Then the third part of the duodenum again in front of the it, and then there is a gonadal vessels. Here you can see this is the right gonadal vessels which is lies in front of it. So this is the right gonadal vessels. After that it is the mesentery, root of the mesentery, and superior mesenteric vessels. Here you can see this is the branches of the superior mesenteric vessels. It is lies in front sides. So root of the mesentery along with the superior mesenteric vessels, and lastly it is the right common iliac artery which is lies front side. So the front side above to downwards, the relations are the right lobe of the liver, then the epiploic foramen, then the first part of the duodenum. We have removed here, then on the right side second part of the duodenum, then the third part of the duodenum again cross. So the first and third part of the duodenum, right gonadal vessels. This is the right gonadal vessels. Then the superior mesenteric vessels with the root of the mesentery, and then the right common iliac vessels and small intestine which is lies in front of the inferior vena cava. The posterior relations on the upper part, There is a most upper part, it is related. This is the inferior vena cava, and most upper part, it is here. There is a diaphragm, reflection of the diaphragm on the upper part. Here you can see posteriorly. Then the right suprarenal gland, and the right celiac trunk, right celiac ganglion, and the right renal and right suprarenal and inferior phrenic artery. So these are the relation here. This is the right suprarenal artery. We have not seen the right suprarenal artery, middle suprarenal artery and inferior artery. We have not seen here, but these are the posterior relations. Posterior relations on the upper part. Into the lower part, the inferior vena cava, it is related with the right psoas major muscle. This is the right psoas major muscles. Sympathetic chain, and lower three lumbar vertebra, and anterior longitudinal ligaments. These are the posterior relations of the inferior vena cava. Right side of the inferior vena cava, there is a right ureter. This is the inferior vena cava, and the right side there is a right ureter. Medial border of the kidney, as well as there is on the between the liver and kidney there is a hepatorenal pouch. It is a fold of the peritoneum, and there is a second part of the duodenum, because this is the epiploic foramen, and then below it is bounded by the first part of the duodenum. So just above to the kidney, this side, here there is a second part of the duodenum. It is lies on the right side. So the right side of the relations of the inferior vena cava are the medial border of the kidney, second part of the duodenum. There is a right ureters and there is a hepatorenal pouch of the fold of peritoneum. On the left side, it is related with the abdominal aorta, and there is a also thoracic duct. We have not dissected here the thoracic duct, but just lateral to the abdominal aorta. You can see my lecture in thoracic duct. Just left side of the aorta, between the azygous vein and the aorta, there is a thoracic duct, and also omental bursa and caudate lobe of the liver. Here you can see this is the caudate lobe of the liver, which is just left on the upper side of the inferior vena cava. So this is the inferior vena cava. So caudate lobe of the liver, and there is a mainly the aorta and thoracic duct are the left relations of the inferior vena cava. Main tributaries of the inferior vena cava, these are the two common iliac vein, left and right common iliac vein. This is the renal vein, this is the left renal vein, and this is the right renal vein. Also there is a presence of the right gonadal vein. Here you can see this is a right gonadal vein, but the left gonadal vein, which is directly open inside the renal veins. So right gonadal vein, and also you can see there is a hepatic vein. It is coming from the upper part of the liver, where there is a terminations of the inferior vena cava, which is pierced to the diaphragm. We have not dissected the hepatic vein. And right suprarenal vein, it is very small and it is tear. So these are the tributaries of the inferior vena cava. Clinical anatomy of the inferior vena cava, it is developmentally sometimes there is a double inferior vena cava which is occur, and the most commonly after the birth, it may be obstruction of the inferior vena cava. It lead to there is a communication with the superficial and deep branch of the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava are communicated, and there is a collateral circulation which is started. The superficial set of the vein, it is the epigastric, circumflex iliac, lateral thoracic, thoracoepigastric, internal thoracic, and posterior intercostal veins. And deep set, it is the azygous vein and the intervertebral venous plexus. Through it, there is a superior and inferior vena cava, which is the collateral circulation, which is started whenever there is a inferior vena cava which is blocked. So this is about to the inferior vena cava. This is the figure. Inside here you can see this is a blue color. It is the inferior vena cava. It is formed by the left and right common iliac vein, and the anterior relation are the liver. Here you can see. After that, this is the porta hepatis, and posteriorly there is a inferior vena cava. In between there is a epiploic foramen. Then there is a first part of the duodenum. Here there is a pancreas, head of the pancreas, then third part of the duodenum, then the superior mesenteric vessels and root of the mesentery, right gonadal artery. Here you can see the superior mesenteric artery, and this is a superior mesenteric vein, and there is a right gonadal artery. Here you can see this red color, it is a right gonadal artery. And lastly, there is a right common iliac vein. This right common iliac artery, it is the anterior relations of the inferior vena cava. On the right side, there is a relation are the there is a second part of the duodenum, medial border of the kidney. There is a right ureter, there is a right psoas major. These are the right relations of the inferior vena cava. And the left relation, here you can see throughout there is a abdominal aorta. Along with it, there is a, on the left side, just we have in this diagram not shown the thoracic duct, but the thoracic duct, and there is a caudate lobe of the liver. Here on the left side there is a caudate lobe of the liver, but here inside the liver it is not shown. So these are the relations of the inferior vena cava.